Here we have a 68 plate Mercedes-Benz E220D AMG line premium. Now with this vehicle you do get 4 20-inch AMG alloy wheels, all in excellent condition as you can see just there. Coming around to the front, you'll notice we've got the Panoramic style front grille, the blacked out Mercedes badging. As we come around to this corner, you'll see our second 22-inch alloy wheel, again excellent condition as you can see just there. Coming up, we've got our black wing mirrors with the chrome door handles, black trim around the windows with the privacy glass for the rear passengers. You may have also noticed we've got the panoramic sunroof on top just there, which is currently open. Here's a quick look at the interior whilst we're working our way around. More in depth on that shortly. We've then got our third alloy wheel. As we come to the rear, we have got 360-degree sensors, parking sensors on this vehicle, as well as a reversing camera. We've got the quad exit exhaust, 2 on either side, the exhaust tips just there. And as you can see, the vehicle itself is free from any major marks, dents or scratches. Now here's a closer look at that last alloy wheel. There you are, again, excellent condition. Going on to the interior, we'll start at the rear. We have got the half leather interior. 2 seats in the back here. We've got a contrasting stitching as well, which looks superb. ISO fixed points within the seats. We've got the 2 good sized cup holders in the middle, and on the sides there you'll see we've got our integrated speakers. Now in the front here we've got that same half leather interior, and how fantastic do these seats look. On the doors we've got more integrated speakers. We've got our heated seat functions for both front passengers. We've also got electrically adjustable memory seats just there, which make it incredibly easy to get comfortable in this vehicle. We've then got our power folding wing mirrors with electric window controls, unlock and lock button. You'll notice the ambient lighting as well. Now step inside, we've got our auto lights on our right just there. Close up the door. We've got the digital dash as well. How fantastic do these screens look. We'll start the vehicle up. We have got keyless start. There we go. Now if we go back just here, 1 second, and then go across to trip, you'll see that the vehicle has covered just over 30,000 miles, and we are free from any warning lights on the dashboard as well. Now if we take a step back, you'll see we've got the facelift steering wheel with different controls for last one to go, like phone and volume controls. We've got our cruise control and speed limiter just there as well. We've then got the touch pads so that we can control the screens with just here. So you can see here I can make changes like so. We do have different forms of customization with these as well. We can actually change the design. We're currently on sport, we've got classic, and we've also got progressive. Nice to have these features and change it to suit your needs. Back onto trip for now. Making our way across, you'll see we've got an electrically adjustable steering wheel as well, which, working in harmony with the electrically adjustable seats, makes getting comfortable in this vehicle an absolute breeze. Coming into the middle, you've got your infotainment screen. So on here you'll find things like your navigation. We've then got our radio, so FM and DAB radio. We've got our media connectivity just here as well. Now if we go across to media sources, you'll see we've got things like Bluetooth, SD card and USB. We've then got telephone connectivity, so we can connect our phones to play music or listen or to make calls. Now if I go into the settings, you'll see we've got the ambient lighting, which I'll just get up for you now as well. There we go, huge array of colours to pick from just there, which looks absolutely fantastic at night time. One of my favourite features in the E-classes personally. Now we do have different driving modes as well. You'll find things like individual, sport plus, sport, comfort and eco just there. So each one of these having different driving characteristics that you can pick to suit your driving style at a time. Now if we go onto the home button here as well, going to connect, you'll see we've got features like the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto just there as well. Now coming down, we've got our dual zone climate control, so we can control each side of the vehicle's temperature independently. We've got our shortcuts just below with the Mercedes clock in the middle just there. We've got 2 good sized cup holders and 12-volt connectivity below here, and we've got this fantastic looking wooden trim around the vehicle as well. We've then got our touchpad and control wheel again for the infotainment screen, dynamic driving mode, which I showed you before, button for our parking sensors, button for our cameras. So if I can click on that just there, you'll see we've got our active parking assist. We've also got the wide angle view of our camera and the standard view, as well as a visual display of our sensors just there. Now moving on, we've then got our start stop technology. We've got volume wheel and power button, as well as our seatbelt extender. So you can see just there that will come out for us like so to help us reach the seatbelt. We've also got a soft touch leather armrest, which does also double up as storage, and in there you'll find your USB ports and SD card slots. Now last but not least, we do have our sunroof just here, which is currently open. Close that up like so. As you can see and hear, that's all working exactly as you would expect. The blind will now retract further to open it up like so, and then we can close the blind just as easily. Again, all working exactly as you would expect. Now the vehicle is ready to drive away today with free next day nationwide contactless delivery, competitive low finance, a fresh service, fresh MOT, and it's also HPI clear. That's all from me on today's video. Thank you for watching.
Video test drive of this Mercedes-Benz E220D AMG Line Premium. Now the purpose of this video test drive is to show that the vehicle drives exactly how you would expect it to. Now as you can see, I'm not at fact with steering mark to keep it straight lines, going straight and true, and not veering off to the left or to the right hand side. Now I do have cruise control and speed limiter on the right hand side of the multi-function steering wheel. Now to activate, simply just push up on the dial, and I go to the nearest miles per hour. Push up by 1, it'll go up, push up very slightly, it'll go up by 1, and push up until you feel a bit of a click, and it'll just sit nearest 5 miles an hour. Now to cancel, simply just press the brake or press cancel on the steering wheel. Now at the roundabout, I'm going to take a left as you would if you were test driving this vehicle today. Then after the roundabout, I'm going to take over on the paddle shift, just to show that they work exactly how you would expect them to. So currently in 4th, drop it down to 3rd, back up to 4th, into 5th, and then I'm going to let the car take back over by simply just letting it go. Now it'll then, after a couple of seconds, it will then put itself back into drive. Now if you want it to go a bit quicker, simply push down on the gear selector and it'll go into drive a bit quicker. Now I do have the full digital dash in this vehicle, so we do have the sat navigation screen and the sensor, which you can also put in front of you on the different dials, as you do have a fully customizable instrument cluster, which is a very nice feature to have. Now I do have the integrated speakers as well. It's a very comfortable half leather and half suede front seats. You can quite easily do 2, 3, even 400 miles in this vehicle and still go out feeling fresh. Now the 2 front seats are also heated, so for those cold winter mornings it really does make all the difference. Now the 2 front seats are heated and electric and memory, as you do have the electric and all the functions on the door card just there, as well as the black ash wood trim. Now I do have electric power folding mirrors, and again we do have the black ash wood trim that goes all around this vehicle in the center console and on the dash. Now also we do have the pan roof, which is currently closed with the blind open, just so that it has it, because if I had it open you wouldn't be able to hear me speak. Now we do have the upgraded steering wheel, so you do have the touch pads. So the touchpad on the right hand side controls whatever you do on the screen on the instrument cluster, and the one on the left hand side controls the screen in the centre just there. Now on the screen in the centre we do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as DAB radio. We do have the rear reversing camera when you pop it into reverse, as well as the front and rear parking sensors. We do have a lot of features in this vehicle, and it's a very, very nice environment to be in. Now here at RS Car Sales, we are a 5-star dealership with over 300 5-star reviews on Google, Autotrader and CarGurus. Now if you read through the reviews, our customers really do reiterate the fact how good we're able to buy for and how caring of a company we actually are. Now if you're test driving this vehicle today, you'd be listening out for any unwanted knocks and bangs. Now if you've been listening out during this test drive video, there hasn't been any, which is always a bonus when buying a used car. But right now I'm going to industrial state, where I'm going to take a right, I'm going to perform an emergency stop and pop it straight into reverse, just to show the brakes work exactly how you'd expect them to. And you see pop up in the centre the rear reversing camera. So pulling in now, emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. Hard onto the brakes, straight into reverse, no issues whatsoever. You can see the camera just in the centre. Back into drive, again, no issues whatsoever. Now, if you haven't answered all of your questions and inquiries during this test drive and walk around video, please feel free to get in contact with the sales team, where they can answer any unanswered questions and also run through some inquiries with you. But that's it from me in this video test drive walk around video. Hope to hear from you soon. Cheers.